Alright guys, Tyler Hendricken here and welcome to my first top 5 video. It is a top 5 on the best 5, in my opinion, Absinthe snowboarding films of the last decade. Uh, I picked Absinthe because of the fact that in my experience snowboarding, they've always held true to what snowboarding is to me, as far as what I want to see and what I want to do. And they use film as opposed to digital, which is big for me because it reminds me of the simpler time when I was an 11-year-old kid and I started to ride. It just looked cool. Also, the fact that they always have the best mix of people that can ride urban, handrails in the city and backcountry. Um, Obviously, the backcountry, the big mountain stuff. Um, and overall, I just really enjoy the films they put together with the stacked crews, the insane shots, the best music, best editing, and here's my top 5. Hope you guys enjoy.
Now, number one on the list is Absinthe's Neverland, and it is my personal favorite because it's the film that truly encompasses everything Absinthe really is. It has their technique of using film over digital, and it really showcases the riders just having fun with their friends, not taking anything too seriously, and outside of obviously some locations where you would need to use a helicopter to get to them, or, snowmobiles, everything feels very accessible and like the standard rider could do this type of riding with their friends in a very accessible manner. Now, number two is Absinthe's Dopamine, and Dopamine is a more recent film, but it perfectly encompasses Absinthe's honed skills at showing the perfect blend of backcountry and urban riding, especially with Bodie Merrill, who does insane one-footed stuff in urban and backcountry settings in this video. Number three is Absinthe's Ever Since, and it's a fantastic film with an insane rider list, and the editing is on point. However, it's not as good as it could be in my opinion because it relies almost too heavily, as you can see from just these couple of clips, on urban, which subjective, but urban is not my favorite. I don't really relate to it as much. Now, number four is actually Absinthe's one of their older films. It's called Optimistic, and while it is a classic film that they've since put basically by themselves on their pedestal as one of their best films they've ever done, in my opinion, it's a great film and it has insane writing in it. It's very well put together. The thing is, it's not, at least in my eyes, accessible. The rider list isn't that great anymore, and it's just too heavy on big stuff. And coming in last is actually one of the films that I never thought I'd put on a last on a ranking, and it's Absinthe's Nowhere, and that's because of this part where Dan Breezy in the ender jumps from parking garage to parking garage. Now, his entire part was like this, which it doesn't feel genuine snowboarding to me. You don't do this every day. This isn't a typical thing.
Alright guys, so there you have it. That's my top 5 favorite Absinthe snowboarding films of the last decade. Now I know they're not all the most expansive across the last decade, however, they're my favorites for very specific reasons, and now I want to hear yours. What are your favorite Absinthe films? Why? Do you even like Absinthe films? Is there another crew that you like better that I should be looking out for? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next top 5 video.